Consciousness, the enigma of self-awareness and experience. Consciousness is a remarkable and enigmatic facet of human existence, central to our perception, thought, and self-awareness. It represents the essence of what it means to be alive and experience the world. Delving into consciousness requires a deep dive into its many dimensions and complexities. The nature of consciousness. Subjective experience. Consciousness is inherently subjective. It's about our individual experience of the world. When you see the color red, taste a delicious meal, or feel joy, these are all aspects of your consciousness. Awareness of self, a critical component of consciousness is self-awareness. It's the ability to recognize and reflect upon oneself, distinguishing between I and the external world. This self-awareness allows us to ponder our thoughts, emotions, and existence. States of consciousness. Consciousness is not static. It can shift through various states. In our normal waking state, we experience the external world vividly. In dreaming, we enter an altered state, and during deep meditation, another level of consciousness is reached. Stream of consciousness. Our consciousness is often described as a continuous stream of experiences. Thoughts, emotions, sensations, and perceptions flow seamlessly from one moment to the next. The hard problem of consciousness. Philosopher David Chalmers coined the term, the hard problem of consciousness. It refers to the difficulty of understanding how and why physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experiences. While we can explain many brain functions, the nature of consciousness itself remains a profound mystery. Theories of consciousness. Various theories attempt to explain consciousness. Physicalist theories. These suggest that consciousness emerges from the physical processes of the brain. They seek to bridge the gap between brain activity and subjective experience. Panpsychism. This theory posits that consciousness is a fundamental feature of the universe, existing in all things, not just human brains. It suggests that consciousness is inherent in the fabric of reality. Global workspace theory. This theory proposes that consciousness is a result of the brain's ability to integrate and share information among different cognitive functions. Consciousness and ethics. The existence of consciousness in humans and the sentience of animals raise ethical questions about how we treat sentient beings. It underpins debates about animal welfare, the ethics of artificial intelligence, and end-of-life decisions. Scientific exploration. Science has made significant progress in studying consciousness, particularly through neuroimaging techniques. Researchers are identifying neural correlates of specific conscious experiences. However, understanding how these physical processes give rise to subjective awareness remains a formidable challenge. Cultural and philosophical perspectives. Consciousness has captivated philosophers, scientists, and mystics across cultures and eras. Eastern philosophies, for example, explore altered states of consciousness through meditation and mindfulness practices. In conclusion, consciousness represents the heart of our existence, our ability to perceive, think, and reflect upon our experiences. It's a multifaceted enigma that has intrigued humanity for centuries and continues to be a subject of philosophical inquiry and scientific exploration, offering both profound insights and enduring mysteries. Consciousness plays a significant role in both Buddhism and Hinduism, two major Eastern religions and philosophies. These traditions have deep connections to the nature of consciousness, albeit with some differences in their interpretations and emphasis. Let's explore how consciousness is interconnected with these belief systems. Hinduism. Atman, the self-Hinduism teaches the concept of Atman, which is often translated as the self or soul. Atman represents the individual self or consciousness within each person. It's considered eternal, unchanging, and a fragment of the ultimate reality, Brahman. Brahman is the ultimate reality in Hinduism, often described as the universal, infinite, and unchanging consciousness or divine essence. The aim in Hindu spiritual practice is to realize the unity between the individual Atman and Brahman, referred to as Atman Brahman or Brahman Atman. Consciousness and the cycles of reincarnation. Hinduism posits the doctrine of reincarnation, where consciousness, Atman, is believed to undergo cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, samsara, until it reaches spiritual realization and liberation, moksha. The goal is to transcend the cycle of rebirth by realizing one's true nature as part of the universal consciousness. Meditation and self-realization. Practices like meditation, yoga, and self-inquiry are central to Hinduism, as they are seen as means to access higher states of consciousness.